Not a travel vlog, I'm not traveling, I'm home in Christchurch. I've just made a super impulsive buy. This is what I used to film with, but now I bought a new camera with hopefully better sound, better image. So today, let's go explore, let's try the camera out. So I'm not really a camera person, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but I've watched a couple of reviews and this camera looked good. And also, went to a couple camera shops, it's good to buy local, and they all suggested that this one was the best one for videos. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the camera out. We're gonna go to the beach. So first impressions of the camera. Looks really cool. The interface is really cool. Touchscreen's really cool. Everything's super obvious. Everything's super... It just looks good. The only downside is, compared to my old camera, it's plastic. So when you touch it, you got that scrapey plastic. But apart from that, everything else seems to look good, feel good, apart from plastic. So yeah, ease of use, pretty good. And I guess just for comparison, this is my old camera. So one thing I do notice is it's not as wide. So to go wider, I need to push my arm up more, which is annoying. Sound quality, I know for sure when the wind hits, I'll insert a clip now. If I get 15 likes on this video, I will steal this camera. When the wind hits, it is not good. So hopefully, the new camera's better. Back to the new camera. Okay, before we do the proper test, gotta go home, put some shopping in the freezer, and charge this up. New battery, it never charged, so let's give it a bit of time to charge up, and then hit the beach. I'm at the beach. I'm filming with a GorillaPod, so that means I could be hands-free, and I just got you on my steering wheel, so I can rest it anywhere I want. So that's helpful. So let's go check out the beach. Well, it's a bit of a windy day. Not too windy, but windy enough that we can test this microphone out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see the beach? Well, it's a pretty cold day to film. Nice and windy too. I think it's a good time just to do a couple of tests, shall we? So we could do a zoom in test. We'll compare this camera and we'll compare my other one. is in my pocket, the RX100 Mark III. So this camera also has a cool AI or whatever, I don't know, microphone. So depending if I'm filming from the front or from the back, it kind of knows where I am and picks up the sound. But you can also adjust the settings to be just rear facing or front facing or all around. How about the sound test? The sound test on the Sony RX100 Mark III. How's the wind? Is it windy? Cool thing about New Zealand, people just tend to drive their cars on the beach. How good's the sound from over here? You step back a little bit. Do you still hear me? Does the sound good now? Is the sound good now? I gotta say, I am liking this Gorilla Pod. You can put it anywhere, have it nice and level. You can lift it up or down, tie it to stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. Not a bad little purchase, that little Gorilla Pod. I can keep my arm doing whatever. I can put it at different angles so I can have it low, still pointed up. But this is not a Gorilla Pod review, this is a camera review. So let's go back to business. One thing I have noticed is I'm unsure. What I do is I look at the screen, which is there, when I should be looking maybe at the camera, the lens. So does it look weird if I look there? Is it obvious? Or should I be looking at you? There is an eye tracking on this camera, which I'm not too sure what it does. Maybe it corrects my eyes. Maybe it doesn't. Let's do a test. So we have cinematic mode on now, vlogging, with my eyes looking at the lens, not at the screen. So, is it good? Now I'm going to try it without. Cinematic mode off, just walk in. Is it good? Is it better? I don't know. And overall, stabilization. I am walking with my feet, and naturally when you walk, your hand bounces up and down. So without a gimbal, how is the stabilization? Sideways walking, frontways walking. Stabilization test. Let's actually compare the stabilization with the other camera. See what it's like. Stabilization test on the Sony RX100 III. Is it as good? Is it better than this? You be the judge. One thing I have noticed about this camera, and it could just be the settings I've got at the moment, which I'm still figuring out. Battery life isn't the greatest. So I might have to go out and buy a couple spare batteries if I do a bit of filming. Be good to have a backup if I'm in the middle of nowhere on my little travels. Heading back to the car now. Go home, edit this video, see what it's like. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a good one, and it looks good.